double-breasted. Live over there. Ain't no excuses. Y'all got to be able to get in contact with us. Ain't no excuses. Can you spell? Y'all see you, my brother. Y'all tune in with us. Make sure everybody get in. Free them all, my brother. Eric Modi, my brother. I see you, my love and respect, man. Come on to the house, to the Hampton house. Let's chop it up. We got to make some moves, man. Love and respect. We live, we ready to roll. Let's do this here. I know Daphne want that park to play all night, but we got to, hey, bring it on in. Bring it on in. You the best right here or right here? I'm good. Okay. Yes, indeed. Are we live on in right there, Sister Daphne? I think we live. We live on all ends, y'all. We live. We going live Intellectual Radio, live on Free Radio, live on Facebook. Ain't no excuses, y'all. Y'all take a pause for the call. Stop what you're doing. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and whatever else they got going on out there. In fact, let's go to them old modes of communication, y'all. Open the front doors and the back windows. I know it's raining out there in Chirac. You know what I'm saying? I know it's cold outside. But again, take a pause for the calls. Let them know that the show that you counsel watching Empire for is live and direct. This is Free Radio, Intellectual Radio. You know what I'm saying? With your host, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and also Lady of Rage, Robin Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Enoch Muhammad, I see you in the building. No doubt about it. We're gonna talk about brother Zach Stono, Zach TV. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, we say everything is political. Matter of fact, we want to open up. We're gonna bring in this interview that Zach had conducted with me some while back. You know, so we're gonna bring that in a minute. But just again, officially, you know, thank our most important resource. Our most important resource, that being the people. Again, for as Minister UEP News said, that without the people, revolution is impossible. Without the people, revolution is impossible. Mark Allen, I see you, my brother. Good to see you, man. Real talk. Let them know, Rossi Line. Let them know we in the building. You dig? Freedom Willis on the move. You know what I'm saying? Freedom Move 9. Freedom Me Abu Jamal. In fact, we said, what's the call? Free them all. Again, y'all, we locked and loaded. There's no way, no excuses. A lot of people say, well, we didn't know where you was at, Chairman. We know how to find Black Panther Party Cubs. Spirit of internationalism. We saying from France to Folsom, from Chirac to Iraq, from the Congo to Chicago. You did. You got these numbers in here: 708-223-8953. Also 929-477-3785. It's on you. Make your choice. You know what I'm saying? You can call in. Hey, Peace Right Black at you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, Keon. Again, let's make some history. Let's take some history. Let's tape some history, y'all. You dig? So then again, take a pause for the calls. Put the word out. You dig? If you riding, just pull over for a minute. Make sure you get your speakerphone. Do what it do. Ride with us or collide with us. When we say us, talking with the people, y'all. Real talk. We are honored. We're honored and humble to be servants of people. You know what I'm saying? Just come out that rain. And so ain't no excuses. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this here. Whether it's rain, sleet, or snow, we're gonna make it do what it do. We just making some moves, just getting back in. Philly in the building. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Dig? And when you go to these places like Philadelphia, don't go for the Liberty Bell. You know what I'm saying? The state tourist attractions. Make sure you go touch down, move. Make sure you go through Osage Avenue. You know what I'm saying? The venue. I see you, my sister. Real talk, Free them all. We got to follow up on getting us up there and follow up on making sure we get everybody up to Maywood and Chirac August 30th and also December the 4th in particular next year. That's the 50th. I don't like to say anniversary. 50th year after the assassination, December the 4th. Everybody on deck. You know what I'm saying? We want all Cubs and the supporters and the people in general to be up here. Real talk, y'all. So again, let's take a pause for the calls and put the word out. 929-477-3785. Also 708-223-8953. We're gonna be this on YouTube, it's on Facebook. If we gotta use 2 tin cans in the stream, we're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. It's a lot of discussion going on about y'all may have seen the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right on. Hey, I see you, Vegas in the building. Free them all. A lot of discussion, you know, see this whole about what's and we say when opportunity knocks, snatch the door off the hinges. When opportunity knocks, snatch the door off the hinges. You know, we have been saying things. The Cubs have been consistent with a lot of positions that some people have been considered unpopular, or you know, we shouldn't say it, so on and so. My sister Allie, long time, sister, real talk. My hey, free them all, my sister. Good to see you. Right on, long time. First of all, some PSAs. People service announcement. Our Deputy Field Marshal Geo went to court today in Maybrook, y'all. There was a continuous set for July 25th. Put that on your calendars right now as we speak. Put that on your calendars, July 25th. For the court date of Deputy Field Marshal Geo. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I say, hey, Miss Sankofa, I see you in the building. Free them all. Free the well. See you. Free them all. That about it. That's at Maybrook. It's at Maybrook Courthouse. Maybrook House. July 24th, 9 o'clock a.m. Florida in the building. Matter of fact, I think we coming to Florida. I believe it's June 10th. Being June in DC, I believe June 15th. You know what I'm saying? So we making our rounds. The Cubs are coming. The Cubs are coming. The Black Panther Party Cubs are here in the spirit of internationalism. We'll be keeping y'all updated on our. And I don't want to let the cat out the bag. I don't want to let the black cat out the bag. But chapters up. I mean, are merging, and it's an old saying. They say more money, more problems. We say more progress, more problems. So we gonna experience a lot of growing pains. And these contradictions are necessary. A lot of times people try to duck and dodge contradictions. Well, let's don't say that. A lot of times people engage in what we refer to as liberalism. In fact, this is recommended reading, mandatory reading by the Cubs, Combating Liberalism by Chairman Mao Zedong. And in layman's terms, a lot of times people engage in liberalism. We don't want to say certain things. You know, we don't hurt nobody's feelings. You want a smooth ride. But we recognize that with this ride, we're going to incur some bumps, some flat tires, some scars, some bars, some oil changes and all that. So these are necessary developments. And it's best that you see what forces are at doing with a misdemeanor as opposed to getting caught up with them in the felony and being surprised. So it's, again, it's don't take it as a lack of organizing, or in our times, it's a bourgeoisie and also a petty bourgeoisie characteristic to believe that you can change everything, change everyone. Conditions, all this play a role. We are all impacted by our DNA, our experiences, lack of experiences, so on and so forth. So keep that in mind when we organizing, y'all. And again, we got to keep our eyes on the prize and keep riding for that of freedom. It is what it is. In this war, Ori, hey, freedom, right on, Ori. Man, reverence and love, respect to you. When we talk about this war, a lot of us, we look at the glorious, the beautiful side of it. Like, in fact, when I talk about the Black Panther Party, a lot of times can't see the leather jackets and the berets and Black Panther Party Cubs. Can't see the apple hats, in the vest. However, we must recognize that there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Agent provocateurs, counterinsurgency, slander, all this comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just commenting earlier, even when you talk about membership in the organization, you just can't be that reactionary just to say the actual membership. You have to include the other dynamics, those relationships. All this is inclusive, and that's not documented. It doesn't go down on paperwork. The emotional toll, the psychological toll, leadership, and just on serving the people. In fact, someone had said something. They may have posted it on social media. It said something in regards to, like, even just the sexual engagement, like it's exchange of spirits and energy. And the deal is, even organizing, you encounter people. It takes a toll on your energy, your spirit. In fact, I was just comment to a family member yesterday. I said, I don't struggle for struggle's sake. We don't struggle for struggle's sake. We struggle to win. And a lot of times people just want to engage in conversation or engage in what Chairman Fred referred to as intellectual masturbation. You dig what I'm saying? We struggling to win, and it takes, and though, it takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a toll on you. And let me know if I'm being heard clearly too over the air, over the phone. Let me know if I'm being heard clearly over the phone. Over the radio, give me a heads up. So the comrade Daphne, whoever else listens to on the 929 number, make sure I'm being heard clearly. So these dynamics, must be taken into account when we talk about organized. We talk about the struggle, because again, that's how we just see the physical impact. We hear about the bullets. Someone shot us down, but in our community, we hear about the police. We just not just see it in a reactionary aspect where the police are killing us, but the system is killing us. Every which way, including loose. You know what I'm saying? The system is killing us the mothers and sisters that got to go and be degraded at the welfare office, at the, you know what I'm saying, the EBTs, you know what I'm saying, or the link offices, you know what I'm saying, be degraded and, you know, deny that there's any man in the household. The system is killing us, you know what I'm saying, with the type of garbage that's being force-fed to our, you know, to our children, the policies and the kidnapping of our babies, and Department of Children and Family Services. So, you know what I'm saying, we're being murdered, you know what I'm saying, this mass murder happening to us every day. We're being terrorized every day. But one of the major setbacks with us is we're not able to acknowledge this, and we're struggling for that. We're struggling. We must acknowledge that this war. We must acknowledge that with the war being waged on us, that there are also casualties. Again, there are casualties in this war. We recognize that we are damaged goods, our people, and we, you know what I'm saying, that there are some of us who do not recognize who the damage is, and they would direct the energy amongst the people. So we got to be clear on these contradictions, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna open up with this. We're gonna go back on this later on, but I want to touch on this. It's a contradiction talking about in regards to there's a statement, Rhyme Fest. It says something in regards to Kanye, and you know, saying talk about the children in Chicago, Chirac, and then Kim Kardashian. They responded. They say she went at him. You did. But damn, Muhammad, my brother, I see you. Love and respect. And we want to seize the time with this discussion. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying, and we are armed with a politic that does not limit us to absolutes. The reality is, and in fact, I will go back before this statement. Even when Kanye West is something in regard to the slavery, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't. You know, see how people, you know, just will go for slavery for 400 years. And this is a lot of times, this is a reactionary response you see a lot of people have. In most cases, reactionaries, they will be like the ones who talk all this murder mouth about the white man. You will see them. It's not just like a complex. It's kind of like a complex. You'll see like cats have to say something that's really trying to convince themselves, and you see in reality, and you come in contact with them. It's like that excerpt from that movie, "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," when the dude talking all this blah, 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 black is going overboard. You know, he came in, seeing, you know, saying the relationship with the white lady, so on and so forth. So you know, the people who say stuff like this, they can't believe that people be slaves, engaged in slavery for 400 years. They will be picking cotton out of white folks' asses all day long on the plantation. And in fact, they do. And the reality is, because they look for the blatant graphic depiction of slavery. You know what I'm saying? When however, all they gotta do is switch the tables around. They'll go for it. The fact is, Kanye West is a slave, and Kim Kardashian is the whip. Again, Kanye West is a slave, and Kim Kardashian is the whip. Casablanca or Cabalanza, wherever that place they stay, that's the plantation. And a lot of people say, "Well, I can't believe that, champ, and all that money they get." They were slave with resources, and in fact, the state knows who the lot resources. They know they have a psychological profile. They know Shaquille O'Neal can have a movie theater in New Jersey, and he would never allow. He would never allow. He refused the movie about Mumia Abu-Jamal to be played. Because a lot of these people are slaves without chains. Again, slaves without chains. The state know that they will go. They will move on automatic drive. In fact, I remember a situation in Galesburg when I was locked up in Galesburg, the concentration camp Galesburg, and I remember this one guy. He was bragging to me. How he can go out on the, you know what I'm saying, he was able to leave the prison, you know what I'm saying, go work to do the yard, you know what I'm saying, and engage in certain liberties and leave the prison. And he was bragging to me, and I told him, I responded to him, I said, does it sound ironic to you that I have 5 more years to serve, and you have natural life, but the state feels comfortable with letting you outside the prison and knowing you're going to come back? I say, though you may physically not be here, your mind is here. They know you still a slave. You know what I'm saying? So any of these individuals, a lot of these individuals with the resources, so again, they be slaves. You know what I'm saying? And it's a certain insult to cats like us. You know what I'm saying? In fact, Field Marshal George Jackson talked about, I believe, as a Solidad brother. It may have been blood in my eye. How as a child, the Catholic school he went to, the nun had left the money on the table, and not that he want to take it, you know what I'm saying, just to take it for the resources, but it was an insult, the arrogance that she had displayed by just leaving it right there, just to feel comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? And there's certain people that say we don't feel comfortable taking, you know what I'm saying, the state taking the chains off. You know, I remember in Stateville, you know what I'm saying, when they come through and they would check the doors and lock us down. I remember one time in Galesburg again, where the prison they made a policy. Real talk, brother Eric Mobley, real talk. Yes, indeed. They had made a policy where they said we had to close the doors behind us in Galesburg, and I recall, I just couldn't go with it. So that it's in the lieutenants, it's in all the different prison administrators over there that talk. This one sergeant was real Machiavellian. He came over to the unit, and I had to catch myself because they were trying to bait me into these reactionary responses. They would say something. If I say something back, they would give me a ticket. For they refer to as insolence. Now, insolence could be anything from you, licking a pig and eye-to-eye contact. So they would give you. So I said no. So I put a mandate out. I said, listen, no response. So the tickets, because the tickets they gave us, they were necessary to expose the contradictions. They was giving us tickets again for refusing. To lock the doors behind us. So one lieutenant came over there. He said, "What's the problem?" I heard you had a problem. I said, "No." I said, "You remember one of your guards had a problem." I'm inside the cell, inside the cage. He said, "Well, I'll be over." So the lieutenant said, "Well, I'll be over there tonight." I said, "I'll be over." If don't nothing change, most likely I'll be over there tonight also. So they came over there to the wing, So they hollering they on the microphone, lock the door. So they come up there, So the sergeant, he say, this is your first time locked up. I said, what do you mean? I'm supposed to get more experience about this? I said, you could have called me in the juvenile. I'm held captive. So next you're going to be asking me to put the handcuffs on, write my own ticket. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats, then this other cats start coming to me. They start bringing a lot of these individuals who are professional poly trickers, who work with the administration. And they were trying to explain the logic to me about, how I'm bringing heat on the camp. I said, I don't understand. They're not doing their job. I said, in fact, I told one sergeant, listen, you heard about the Free Fred campaign? He said, yeah, I heard about it. I said, you seen the spray paint on the walls? You seen the GDs with the Free Fred on their socks? You seen the Vice Lord spray painted? You seen the Stones on Free Fred? You seen the masses of people engaged in this campaign? You heard about an African lung? He said, yeah, I'm familiar about it. What's your point? I said, well, they may have an issue with me. They saying Free Fred, I'm up here locking them up. You know what I'm saying? So then later on, ironically, they have what they call a movie night. The movie Sparkle came on. And at the end of something, the guard come through and lock the door. I said, I told y'all, even Hollywood tell you, they pose this their job. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's a difference between being enslaved and slave. So a lot of these individuals, these resources, you know what I'm saying? So again, Kanye West is a slave and Kim Kardashian is the whip. And a lot of these individuals. Let me add to that. Kanye West and all these rich ass entertainers, rappers, athletes, you name politicians, all of them saying theory and or practice, fuck the youth of Chicago, Chirac, our people, period. Now Kanye West will go do a benefit concert for people, for the hurricane victims somewhere in New York, white folks. You know what I'm saying? When they come down to our people, they can't. They have no connection to, they don't even feel our pain. You know what I'm saying? They can't. And so we got to be clear on that. We got to hide. Now, we hiding the contradictions. You know what I'm saying? And be ready. Don't come running this poverty pimp program. I mean, a lot of people talking, well, such donated to such and such. You know what I'm saying? These old poverty pimp program. So we glad this discussion is happening. And you would be hard pressed to find any entertainer in Chicago, New York, Detroit, any one of them that doesn't. In fact, you go look at these contracts, these athletes, real talk. You know what I'm saying? And you see how they come. They tell them. Look at Shaquille O'Neal's basketball contract. They tell them they put cold words. You can't. If you're a felon, a person associated with a felon, they doing up the Chicago Bears when they engage in violations. They would say, you have to do a certain amount of charity. People say, oh, they did this. No, go look who the charity go to. Go look at Michael Jordan. Look at them Gatorade commercials. Look at the little white children that they embrace. It's never to our community. It's our babies at the Henry Horn, the projects that used to be there. That's killing them down for these gym shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's our people, that's running around, chasing this like greyhound dogs, running around this race, chasing these Kanye West ass dreams. But it's the resources, it go back into the ruling class. You know what I'm saying? And it's real talk. It's the O.J. Simpson. It's the whole dynamic. The deal is to get us caught up and chase these American dreams. And it's Justin Timberlake. They have a relationship with their people. You know what I'm saying? And we say nothing. And it's nothing should be in our community that does not benefit the black community one way or another. Real talk. Real motherfucking talk. Richard Pryor talks about how when Chairman Fred approached him on around New Year's Day in the late 60s, he said Chairman Fred approached him with some other members of the Black Panther Party. When Chairman Fred laid the program out there to him. You know what I'm saying? How he took Chairman Fred and the Black Panther Party after breakfast and left $1,000 donation for the Black Panther Party. He didn't talk about give me your 501c3. He didn't talk about, you know what I'm saying, let me what type of nonprofit you got. The work with the Black Panther Party was like they was doing. It was evident. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, question these individuals. You know, not this past questioning. Call the question. That's real. Man, none of them entertainers. None of them. You know what I'm saying? And I know these individuals personally, been backstage with them, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to, they can't even connect to our pain. And then a lot of us, when we see them, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers turn to these groupies, this liberalism, make them feel comfortable. Man, white folks don't let Justin Timberlake feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Come through, listen, how you benefiting our community? You know what I'm saying? They come through, they drop slop on our people, they drop propaganda bombs on our people, and it's a disconnected. Then when he come down on them, all of a sudden, it's a connection to black folks. You know what I'm saying? We say become black when it's beneficial, play Panther when it's profitable, and clean cover when it's comfortable. So that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Not only we say that discussion is happening. Shit, Kanye West, not man, one of these motherfuckers ain't they theory and they practice. Politicians, entertainers, athletes. Anybody want to call in and throw any one of these old abstract conscious motherfuckers' names up, or any one of these reactionary motherfuckers' names up? Man, come on, they gave this some poverty pimp program. They gave it some state sanctioned entity. They ain't did shit on the ground. Shit on the motherfucking ground. Real talk. And then when the state come for their ass, I ain't got no mercy for the motherfuckers. None. Real talk. We live and direct, y'all, on Free All Radio, making history, taking history, taping history. We also IntellectualRadio.com, 708-223-8953. Y'all tune in, call in with us, 929-477-3785. We talking fast, we moving fast, because the Chairman Fred said we got to move fast, we got to move organized. So these conversations happen, let's do it. Sister Comrade Daphne, do we got that interview with Zach TV locked on? Zach TV. This is a dynamic this like a hood press. You know what I'm saying? Where different from New York to Chirac, whatever stuff was going down, going. You know what I'm saying? Being put out there and not in a quote unquote politically correct way. You know what I'm saying? Where cats are able to, you know, tell what's going on in their community, so on and so forth. And see, we understand what the Black Panther Party say, the information is raw material for new ideas. Information is raw material for new ideas. The state, they don't want us to, you know what I'm saying, even if it's a reactionary force. They don't, you know what I'm saying, they want everything to come from, you know what I'm saying, some entity that's not us. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be, even it's gonna be some hood, some rap news. It has to come through a Vlad TV or something. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have no other dynamic, you know what I'm saying, come through, because this might present the potential of self-determination. This may present the potential, motherfuckers saying we can speak for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember Dave Chappelle had commented that Dave Chappelle said he had first heard of Fred Hampton through I think Noam Chomsky. You know what I'm saying? And that's something, you know, that you know what I'm saying, because the state don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't care if you quote unquote conscious, you know about revolutionary, but they don't want you to be able to hear about it through our people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different feeling. The hearing about with who Chairman Fred was through the brothers burning the wood around the stove, the garbage cans on the south side of Chicago. It's a different feeling than knowing about Field Marshal George Jackson, you know what I'm saying, on the yard in San Quentin. You feel what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic. It's a different politics. I would say, well, it don't make a difference, you know what I'm saying, when you get it from, no, motherfucker, that's what you wrong at. Because, see, the milk tastes different. The milk tastes different from the gorilla's breast milk, as opposed to the poacher's poverty program that comes taste to it. It's a different dynamic to it, and you produce a different individual. You know what I'm saying? An individual that maybe is different between Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor, different between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. It's a different dynamic. It's a different politic. Real talk, y'all. We live and direct, Intellectual Radio. We got any callers in queue on any one of these calls? Well, dear Jamal, what is it? I'm always ignoring. First of all, love and respect. Or dear free me Abu Jamal, free them all. Maybe a typo. I'm not clear you saying. Matter of fact, give us some updates on the case of me Abu Jamal. Real talk.
Just a moment, Jim. I think there are callers in queue. I'm trying to get back to see.
Okay.
No, there are no callers in.
Callers. Hey, y'all. Let's do what it do. Piece that Zach TV pieces. We get that locked and loaded. Can we put? We got it.
No, sir. I'm striving to get it up. The audio is too hard. I'm trying to cut it.
Okay. Understood.
I'll let you know if I can get it done.
Got you. Yes, we working to pull this piece down. This is an interview a while back. You know what I'm saying? That Zach TV, who was murdered I think apparently early this morning. South Loop was like the area with they Nicole in the building, free them all. Real talk. Frank Stoney, I see you, free them all. This is a piece that Timothy Poor, free them all, I see you. Rachel, get back online. Hey, Rachel. I told about you so much yesterday. It's ridiculous, Rachel. Real talk. This is again, and Zach, this piece that he interviewed me on, and right after the interview, his home. Okay, right on. That's what it is. I'm gonna hit you up. Got you. Free them all, no doubt. I know my sister. Right on. With Dear Jamal. Right on. It's an honor that you call. Did you call in? Did you type it in with us? It's definitely the type I was talking about them. No doubt about it. Real talk. Make sure, real love and respect to you, my sister. Love and respect. Free Mumia Abu Jamal. Free them all. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? And type in or call in. Any updates you don't send the people to be abreast on. Again, this is the people's thing. Minnesota in the building. Shania Black Queen. Matter of fact, we got some forces coming up there to touch down with you ASAP. You know what I'm saying? In Minnesota with our sister there. While C-Line got a link for the interview I did with Zach, we're gonna try to play it. Frank Stoney shot, hey, real talk. We appreciate you, my brother. Real talk. This interview, I want this interview to be played, and also, excuse me, a piece that Kanika Jenkins, and those who may not be familiar or have forgotten the case of Kanika Jenkins, who was murdered, and they claim little sister just coincidentally was found in the freezer. You know what I'm saying, at the Crown Plaza Hotel, out there in Rosemont. And again, one of the phenomenal dynamics about with this Zach TV, it was able to take a lot of stuff out of the quote unquote politically correct arena and tie it into, you know what I'm saying, the young cats, the music that we wanted to be. Help me out, Melanie. I'm not getting that question. The audio interview is too long to download. Should we hear it that way? Okay, the interview is too. Okay. The interview that Zach did with me is too loud to play in person. How we looking on time? I don't know. It's 7:13. If y'all, we might. You know what? I don't know. If y'all not that far, come on with it. We try to play it over the airwaves. But it's some things. I just really want to play the first few minutes of it. But if you can't hear it now, you can go to YouTube or go on my page and type in interview with Zach TV and Chairman Fred Hampton. And out of his own mouth, what he said, you know what I'm saying, about the interview and how what came down after that. I remember these cats had this outlaw radio station, you know what I'm saying, and they was moving around, and it's a big thing in Florida too, you know what I'm saying. They say cats may have radio stations on their backpacks. They just moving around with radio stations. And I remember in Chicago or Chirac, when these cats was, you know, having this giving no problem, when they was, you know, just putting out reactionary information, you know what I'm saying, cats, where the party at? Who got this, who got that? Once I hear you must real talk, the case of Samaj, that case is still pending. Any information you got, help us to it. You know what I'm saying? But not only that case of Samaj and Joliet, it should not just be in regards to the family, but the whole the state accountability, in particular, the Department of Children and Family Services, who had just left the house 2 days prior to that. Always connect that. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, and people say, "Oh, here comes Chairman Free." I always want to blame the white man or blame the system. Yes, indeed. So every discussion we have with the crack in our community, our health conditions, always, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I'm with holding us accountable on certain things, but always it got to be tied into the state dynamic, because we can't talk about this detached from the fact that we held captive. It's like people talking about Nazi Germany in the gas chamber. Say, man, I don't believe how skinny they were. They were, you know, so they must not have been eating well. You know how they got asthma and they breathing conditions. So wait a minute, did you acknowledge? Did you say? Did you mention the SS, the Führer, Adolf Hitler? This has to be inclusive in the conversation. Real talk. So, Zach TV. So it's a piece we wanted to play, and the deal is, even with this in regards to his death and so many of these murders, this, you know what I'm saying, that's happening every day. You know what I'm saying? And again, Chirac is a microcosm of every other colonized community. Dan Muhammad, a state of the city, they touching and talking about what's happening there. Baltimore, Tubman City. If this was just happening to Chirac, I would say, okay, that's just messed up what we going through. But these dynamics, and to some degree, are happening to us all over. And again, they had a piece today in the news. They say they use these code words, they use these euphemisms. Say they were corralling the youth away from downtown. Because they were disruptive youth, which was really a code word. So we getting these niggas from down here, corralling them back, back into Inglewood or North Lawndale, or better yet, Cook County Jail, Cook County concentration camp. So this state, and a lot of the mothers in particular, you heard the response from so many parents who and fathers whose children have been gunned down. Out of their mouths, they said, "How is it that within a matter of hours or days, the police were able to locate the person they said that they're supposed to shot, not murdered, shot the drug enforcement agent on the south side of Chicago?" And I mean, out of people, you should heard the people talking about this. People said, "Wait a minute, their babies were murdered." Gunned down. On the cameras, and and all this. But how many unsolved murders? So this is another statement, a statement from the state. That what's their concern? You seen the superintendent of the Chicago police, you seen tears in his eyes, you seen the response from him, you seen him say, what's going to happen. That's similar to you seen U.S. President Barack Obama, you seen his emotion, with the white children in Sandy Hook. You seen the other day with I forgot where it was at, maybe in Indiana, with the small white children with some guns at the schools, they claim. And simultaneously on 79th on the east side, so people were being held hostage in the dollar store in the black community. You've seen the lack of news coverage. You've seen the lack of empathy. You've seen the lack of emotions. You know what I'm saying? So we have to become clear on that. And this trickles down to these. Now, this is not something that's only a position that the white community takes. Again, it's interrelated with that of these entertainers. Who really, are publics of white folks. And people bear the different call in. But I recommend y'all see that piece with Zach TV, and also don't automatically always trigger into this thing with this term. And I hate to use this term. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go get soap and wash my mouth out when I get through saying this shit. Black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear them people say, all this shit, these shootings. You ain't heard no white people say white on white crime. You ain't heard no preachers come out there trying to turn the guns in. You know what I'm saying? You done seen these old staged ass events where these actors come in. You know what I'm saying? And run these scripted ass speeches. Deal is, anything that happens in our community, again, whether it be the shootings, you know what I'm saying? Again, the state controls when you powerless, you know what I'm saying? And again, don't get me wrong. So there are some individuals in our community who work for the state. See, our politics is not just simply race-based, you know what I'm saying, white and black. We expose colonialism and neo-colonialism. We expose the Rockefellers and the Rockefellers. We expose Uncle Sam and Sambo. We expose the Gringo and the Negro. We don't have no callers in queue, y'all. That's what it is, man. Hey, my sister, Lavinia, I see you in the building. Free them all, my sister. Let's follow up. You know what I'm saying? We got to build this up for all roads to Chirac. You know what I'm saying? If not this August 30th, but we really want to build up to make sure we come hard, because next year is the 50th year. Next December 4th, and we need everybody on deck, because they're gonna be coming. They're gonna be coming trying to bogus movies, trying to rewrite this history, y'all. Again, Chairman Fred came to see about us. We gotta go see about Chairman Fred, y'all. They're gonna try to kill him again. They're gonna believe me, mark my words. In fact, play this again, y'all. You're gonna see all type of attempts to hijack this legacy, y'all. We say with us, not on our watch. Not on our watch. No callers in queue. So come right there. No callers in queue.
No callers in queue. Let me get back there. No sir.
929-477. 929-477-3785, and also we at a 708-223-8953. If you don't say you don't want to call in, type in. Right on. Cuz Kimberly Hampton just posted the actual interview. Y'all repost that, tweet that. That's the interview that he did with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. We talked about a lot of issues, y'all. The next day, his home was broke in. You know what I'm saying? Videos, all his archives, all it was stolen. And I remember doing an interview with Zach, and I was saying, like a lot of times, a lot of people I deal with, I say, it's they good intentions, but a lot of times, if the dynamics of this political monster, you know what I'm saying, and it's you allotted certain space to move around, but again, the politics is again, it's a necessary ingredient, y'all, because we dealing with a political monster. I remember this cat was doing some slander in Stateville, we call it Deathville. He said something to the effect like, well, man, chairman don't believe in God. You know, and one of the brothers on security said, listen, man, just because the chairman don't bow down and get in your stank sanction shit, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't go, you know what I'm saying, white folks form, you know what I'm saying? Don't believe that chairman is very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? And that's the dynamic. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people are really mimicking or articulating, or you know what I'm saying, the state's position. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, my sister. Right on, free them all. Right on. Hassan, right on the venue. Hassan, I see you. Free them all, my brother. Let's right on the venue. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's tape history. You know what I'm saying? So, hashtag save the Hampton House, y'all. We're gonna have an official outlet for people, you know what I'm saying, to send resources, you know what I'm saying, to put the word out, you know what I'm saying. And again, let's see the time what is discussion is happening, what is a battle between these individuals, you know what I'm saying, all these Ryan Fest, Kanye, all of them, while they, you know what I'm saying, get the information, kind of like when Donald Trump ran against when Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, when they about a battle amongst each other. Take the because Donald Trump was saying some shit. I'll be saying, oh man, what you mean? Yeah. Donald Trump, in fact, he said the system, he said the system is rigged. When they fight, when it's a battle amongst imperialism, when it's a battle amongst these individuals, even though their intentions are, you know, so they fighting amongst each other. However, they have been in the same houses. They you know what I'm saying, they give you information. You know what I'm saying? So again, with the Black Panther Party, say information is raw material for new ideas. You see this infighting with the Kanyes and the Ryan Fest and the Kim Kardashian and the likes. You know what I'm saying? Look at the information that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Look at the arrogance. Look at the arrogance of Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know, she, I mean, he ain't even saying that she gonna take this dude mama name. You know what I'm saying? She letting you know, she telling you all this should be a scam. All these different programs, they grab people's names, throw them up there. You know what I'm saying? It's a front. It's tax write-offs. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I recall when they had the hip hop summit, we had came backstage and Ludacris' mother was trying to explain to us about the Ludacris Foundation, and one of our forces said that's just what it is, a Ludacris Foundation. It's a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? These be, you know what I'm saying, these be scams, and you know, people, Bill Cosby done this. Now these resources that these people invest, it'd be money to invest and create more slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing to produce people of independent thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like on the plantation. They need these individuals. They bring in the masters say, okay, bring in more. The pimp tells the motherfuckers, okay, look, you can feed her. If she gonna reap, at the end, it benefits his situation. That's what the state does. They give these individuals these resources. You know what I'm saying? To get his resources out. They go educate. Train them. Difference between education and training. Black Panther Party, Comrade Stan McKinney, the Black Panther Party had a church in called the Son of Man Temple, so the party was very spiritual. Watch out now, real talk. You know what I'm saying? And see, these really be excuses and sidetracking, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when people want to get you engaged in, and they're not putting no work in. I told one of my, Rocky in the building, Rocky Falk, now I see you, man, right on, long time. I told one of my cousins yesterday, I said, listen, I don't just engage in those trophy struggles sake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to put some skin in the game. He said, what that mean? I said, listen, man, what that means is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want, you know what I'm saying? They want to back and forth from afar, pick your brain. I said, I told some cats, a lot of times, I think my brain, I feel like it's like that. I probably have Marilyn Monroe's body feel. You know what I'm saying? Every time I motherfucker see her with the, you know what I'm saying, the president or this baseball player, they just want to get out. You know what I'm saying? And they're not talking about no wrong relationship with her. They just want to get out. A lot of times people see, they want to, let me just play with your brain. They're not talking about following with no programs and get involved in the work. We get 100 calls in the morning before 12 o'clock in the afternoon. What about this? What about that? They picking you, it drains you. So we say, no, pick some, it's like playing poker. You don't be playing no poker with nobody and somebody get on the phone and say, hey man, my man just say, what if you had $500,000? Could you show your hand? What's in your card here? You don't respond to that. You don't respond. That's a drain. That's a waste of your time. You know, it's a waste of your energy. So a lot of people want to engage in it. Now, some people can be using soundboards. You may debate with them to win some other forces. You know what I'm saying? Because see this information that we got, shit is dangerous. Shit is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get killed for this shit. Motherfuckers do time for this shit. Real talk. This ain't no motherfucking, this ain't no watered down University of Chicago ass information. This ain't no motherfucking Robert Rules order we talking about. This some shit that inspires motherfuckers. This some shit got them that politicized the form, you know, devil disciples. Say we are the black disciples. This some shit got them, you know what I'm saying, to get them that organized the Real Deal Rainbow Coalition. This some shit by the federal government's own account that get them and brought what they call a black on black crime down to record low. This is shit that forced James Brown to say I'm black and I'm proud. They kill niggas for this shit. They lock motherfuckers away for this shit. It's motherfuckers we ain't never heard of for this shit. So just don't be throwing away this. The motherfucker walk past you, want to pick your brain. I mean, when our forces that got suspended, he on Facebook, he back and forth, you know what I'm saying, with some motherfucking fraud ass, counterfeit ass group. I said, hold on, man. Come up out of uniform with that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got dirt on our fingernails. You know, real talk. We done pay the price for this shit. Real talk. If we miss class, ain't no suspension. Motherfucker might get laid down. We live in the record on Free Radio, y'all, making history, taking history, and taping motherfucking history. Ain't no callers in queue yet. What this motherfucker line too hot? What it is, y'all? Free them all. Come on with it. Let's make history. Let's take it. Hey, Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. What's going on? Right on.
You know what? Let me tell you, because I'm going through this transitional period right now where I'm figuring stuff out. And you can't just run your mouth about everything, which is what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
And so I was listening. I've been talking in the morning on my ride in about Kanye West. I've been talking about our church, all of these Chicago people who aren't asking a question about the shootings because they got their own thing. But everybody wants to talk about those things as a distraction instead of realizing what the actual lesson in it is. How did Kanye West's mother die?
Come on with it. Man, this is the.
He turned right around and found his mother. He said, "Fuck my father. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill my father.
Man,
and I'm gonna marry my mama."
Man,
that's his goddamn right. Every time we keep forgetting the words because we don't want to reach that old ass book.
Man,
we don't want to reach that book.
Man, you know.
Church.
Yeah.
And see, because I have so many things around me to be right now. I live in the hood. I live in Chicago. I work with them.
Yes.
I see so many different sides of the same damn problem.
Dig.
So many sides.
Man.
I got so much stuff right now.
Yeah. Man.
Because I see so many sides of the same problem. But ain't nobody asking how young people baby get under a couch.
Dig.
Nobody's really asking that question. We keep asking how R. Kelly walking around in Nordstrom, but if R. Kelly hasn't given us 8th grade graduation songs here, we'll be letting him come to the schools and be around our kids. But nobody's worried about everybody on the west side of Chicago having R. Kelly song up that around what, 15, 16? I never called it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what my mother taught me. That's how my mother taught me to God is my son. But we keep wanting to demonize the mother and kill the father and then bury the mother and say, this is all I got. No, you built on that. You got bigger than that.
You said something that, so you just said something, though. You said a number of things, but, it's that something like I remember some years back, they were talking about this, I forgot, it was like this potent dope was being flooded through the community, through the hood. And they were saying people were ODing, they was dying of the dope. And some cats were saying that actually the dope became more popular. Like people saying they got to find this dope. And they were saying, man, if it's killing people, it got to be a bomb on the dope side. You have to ask them, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Dig that.
He told me.
Told you about your father told you about that dope? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get
that. Dig that. Now check that. Let's correlate that to this about like you just. I mean, they killed his mom on the cutting table. You know what I'm saying? And on Kanye West's. And then for him to, you know what I'm saying? He said some shit in that TMZ. You know what I'm saying? He said he went to go do that. They got this motherfucker. He said he wouldn't get this. He wouldn't go get the same type of surgery. You know what I'm saying? And that this system is so motherfucking I say, man, and the whip comes through different forms. I remember telling the boy they call Chief Keef. I remember telling him, I said, listen, man, you make sure, I told her, I said, listen, you make sure you spell your name C-H-E-E-F. Don't spell it C-H-I-E-F. I said, and then don't put the I in there. I said, because you ain't no, you know what I'm saying? These ain't no mobs, you ain't no chief. And I said, I don't care what type of, what this producer tell you, what the record label tells you. I don't care what type of groupies tell you. You know what I'm saying? And the deal is they isolate them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cold system. It's a Machiavellian system that you know it's a rap. And motherfuckers still be chasing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a statement, sis. Still, you know what I'm saying? Still looking for, you know what I'm saying? And that's when, and we got to become clear on that. Some people, regardless of how much you tell them, you know what I'm saying? Some of them gonna say, listen, they're gonna be a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hook or crook. And we got to come to grips with that. You know what I'm saying? I tell people when we organizing, you can't, some people I tell people with children, some of us can corrupt the crops. They can corrupt the crops. You know what I'm saying? Once you recognize motherfucker can corrupt, this here. It's when motherfuckers there at certain positions, you gotta say, okay, it is what it is. You come to grips with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't take it. Bourgeoisie and a petty bourgeoisie characteristic is to try to take. And Chairman Mao talked about this. Chairman Mao says a bourgeoisie characteristic. This is in the red book. It's also mandatory reading. Mandatory reading, y'all. The red book talks about when you try to take credit for everything or you take blame for everything. You know what I'm saying? Negating extenuating circumstances, negating the objective conditions. You follow what I'm saying? Things that happen. Like I tell you, when we organize, it's certain people like people be saying, we're having a such and such. I say, you don't know what damage a person has brought, you know what I'm saying, what baggage they've brought. You follow what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't go back and change that. You know what I'm saying? However, we can have a structure to check that. And the first thing is to acknowledge that. There's one guy told me, said, Chairman, you may be kind of divisive. I said, no, we identify. We identify. And that's what we got to do, y'all, in this struggle, y'all. We live in the wreck on Freedom Radio, making history, taking history, taping history, y'all. That's what it is. I'm glad. Hey, my son, I'm glad you called. Come check us out at the Hampton House, 804 South 17th Avenue, right on 17th and 1. Come check us out, sis. Get your moms, everybody I love. Come over there and club with us, all right? Free them all. Free them all. We got any more callers in queue? Any more callers in? Welcome to Freedom Radio. Hey, keeping our head up. Hey, Freedom, what's happening, bro? How you feel? Feeling
good. Listen to some of this Black TV you spend some knowledge on. I want you to play a little bit of it.
Yes.
There's that video for you. See if you can hear it on my end. See if I can play it.
Okay. This is Zach TV interview. Cause you play it? Grandma, you're kind of muffled on this, I think, still. Ain't it? No, yeah. Oh, you? No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is Chairman Fred and Zach TV on interview, y'all. Yes, sir. Mike, thank you, brother. Right on. Appreciate that. Again, that's excerpts from an interview conducted by myself. I was interviewed by Zach of Zach TV, and again, it was a lot of times they try to closet people like me in certain, that's the conscious circle, so on and so forth. But this is able to touch into different arenas, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats in the reactionary arenas, they call it drill music, so on and so forth. But the deal is we got to get the word out to all these venues, and that presents a problem. So I know a lot of times the cat's first response be in our community to murder side, oh man, what nigga did this? Automatically. We have to up our mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because again, everything is political, you know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes man, the state hand is on this directly or indirectly, you know what I'm saying? All this, you know, and again, even whether the person knows it or not, that's a different discussion. But again, ain't nothing happening on this plantation that Massa ain't got his hands on, or Massa ain't profiting from. In other words, you just can't be on the plantation talking about, man, nigga just died from eating too many chitlins. Well, who forced him to eat chitlins? You know what I'm saying? All that got to be inclusive in the conversation. All that. We live and direct, real talk. Talk to me, Jason. What else? Any comments, questions, anything going on?
A lot of people thought Kanye was already, great conscious mind, and they don't understand shit like, George Bush don't care about black people, but of course you expose what mind state, what put him in that mind state before he went on that. What like he did something great when he went on that, he kind of looking all fast a little bit when he's on that whole Peloton, and then Mike Myers was like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
And George Bush don't like black people.
Yeah, that was after we had a put it lightly, after we had a conversation with him hours prior to when he said that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying to be ego tripping. I'm saying to say that the movements make things happen, And them cats can be like they. Go ahead. Yes. 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 Or better yet, his handlers know. His handlers know he has, you know what I'm saying? We have to, and I tell we got to send that message. It's like I tell you, it's you know what I'm saying. We got we gotta be clear. Go past the puppet and talk to the puppeteer. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know what I'm saying. See, one of the benefits that the state or the puppeteer gets is it's a front, like the puppets is making the calls. Once you pull the covers up and say, no, I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, like neo-colonialism and colonialism. You know what I'm saying? You go, these Negro aldermen, we call them out, but at the same time, we go down to City Hall and we let the mayor know. We know you pull the strings on these Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And that's we have to heighten these contradictions. And then also, they don't speak for us. See, the ruling class, they have a psychological profile on these individuals. You know, they know, they'll say, not only do they know Kanye is damaged, they damaged them. You know what I'm saying? They know it. It's kind of like when you're in, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're in an organization, you're in a certain goal, you say, I know what they're capable of because I made these. I remember at our headquarters on 54th and Halsted, we had some struggles with some cats in the community. It was some contradictions going on, some cats in the community. And then one of the cats that came in, it was heated. It was heated at the chairman Fred Hampton Jr. house. And one of the cats that came in fact, this brother who I had here from the West Coast, he searched the other guy, and the brother walked in. I came around and grabbed the brother and went right to his piece. I said, go put that back in the car. And they said, Chairman, how did you know that we was kept? I said, I trained him. I know how they get out. The ruling class made Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? They made these entertainers. They know what's wrong with them because they made them. They created them. You know what I'm saying? You go back, they grabbed them. They were political orphans. You know what I'm saying? They no connection to the families, another. They made them. They know their weak spots. They gave it to them. So they want to pull them when they want to cut the lights up on these niggas. They can do it. Excuse me, not niggas. When they want to cut the lights up on them Negroes, they do it. They do it. They know their deficiencies. They know like the Manchurian Candidate. They know the trigger words. They know what I'm saying? They know what colors they like, they deficiencies, all that, and they work it and they exploit it. You know what I'm saying? And we have to take a position like when they asked Malcolm X that time. They say, well, Jackie Robinson disagrees with your position on violence. Malcolm said, wait a minute, man. We don't be quoting no Marilyn Monroe for you, no Bob Hope for you. You know what I'm saying? Them people knew they knew what opiates to give Marilyn Monroe. You know what I'm saying? Before the mysterious car crash, they say when she said something to talk out of turn, it's okay. You be careful now. They know it. These different entertainers, they make them white and black alike. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, they give us the impression that these people are made on their talents and their skills. That's bullshit. That's state shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, they have a psychological profile on these cats. I mean, they try to run this face, and we have to have a structure. I mean, when they first tried to run the game out of me, that Kanye people was in the Black Panther Party. I remember driving them at the concert. I said, man, I'm on the phone. I called Deputy Minister of Education. Che, I called Mother Comrade. I said, this is a structure in this city, homie. I said, who was your father? Who was his section leader? Hey, his head got spinning in. He was confusing the motherfucker right then. You know what I'm saying? What chapter or what breath? All these is a structure. I said, you might go to another city and run that shit. It's a structure, this motherfucker. Checks and balances. But you know what I'm saying? But I tell people this liberalism. I can't be getting mad at us. They be like, man, come on, champ. Don't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? That liberalism shit. No, we had to call the question. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker just bring a motherfucker in, no resume, and next we confused, and then a lot of people they get up, they go along with the shit, and then when it impacts them personally, then it's a motherfucking problem. We see it all the time. I see cats validate individuals, validate organizations, and then when it fucks with them personally, it's a problem now. They'll go along with that shit. This is fucking over the legacy of the Black Panther Party. They'll go along with that shit when it's fucking over the community. You know what I'm saying? But then when it hits them personally, it's some bullshit here. You don't say. We call the question before it hits us. We talked about TAM Supermax before I got put in TAM Supermax. We talked about Cook County Jail being built on top of toxic waste before I was put in Cook County Jail. So I'm saying a lot of these entertainers, they brought me in. I done exposed their ass on stage when they brought me on stage in their face. Because if it don't benefit the people, if it's detrimental to the people, but a lot of people listen to how they talk, listen to their words. They say you hear them that shit. Just people go back and put them on YouTube. I can't feel how we exposed no sense at the mayor Rahm Emanuel sent out the disrupt December the 4th. You know what I'm saying? That's the dynamic. These individuals, and like I'm glad you brought some good points. Even the liberalism in our community, it don't take no Dr. Phil to see this guy got Kanye West has psychological issues. They know it. But the liberals, even in our community, I've been telling people what's more scary about the amount of the mental health conditions in our community. What's more scary than that is the people that's not acknowledged, that's talking to people that they got sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's no slight. You know what I'm saying? I say, damn. It's like I was in Stateville. The guy was with this dude. And everybody comes to him like it was a woman. I say, am I? What the fuck? When you say, "Oh, you the bad guy," no. Let me just be clear. Let's you know what I'm saying? Be clear on the cut so it doesn't become antagonistic. But see, liberalism is attractive. We want to believe in this. We all the same. So you see people like this is a lot of these so-called organizers. Oh, once we all drink this magic elixir, this green juice, once we get on this, once we light this candle, then we all gonna be right. Negating contradictions, like you're saying, blatant contradictions. You know what I'm saying? It's serious shit in our community. Crack, penitentiary, mental health issues. It's not to be degrading, but to acknowledge it's okay. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell people it's like you tell your lady before she go outside. Or a lady might tell that guy, "Oh, they don't look too cool," and you take it subjectively. Oh, what you saying? Okay, well, take your bad ass on outside. Then it's the motherfuckers that they're going to exploit that shit. If we don't, you think the state don't know this shit about Kanye? They been knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? He made on TMZ. Man, listen, he chasing, trying to get back on the motherfucking cutting table. He talking about the motherfucker they give him their whole team, entertainers, athletes. They give him, here you go. He go your motherfucking your limousine. He go your driver. He go your wife. He go your mistress. He go your motherfucker your drug of choice. Because they be empty vessels. You know what I'm saying? They gut them. You can look at their eyes and see them. They know them. It's like the movie Pimp Up Hoes Down. Dude say the pimp, he say he can ride down the street, he can look in the motherfucking eyes and see who he can go and who he won't go at. They don't pull that. They know what I'm saying. I told motherfucker, I'll never be successful in that type of shit. Motherfucker, you got some good poetry. Why you don't, man? Shit, I'll never be successful in that shit. Shit, they know to bring that shit to. Motherfuckers in the penitentiary. Cause Chan, when you was locked up, what about motherfuckers bringing on shit? Man, the politics like garlic. Politics like garlic. Keep that bullshit away from us. Real talk. And it's a blessing and a curse. Because I don't get to hear a lot of shit. But we need to know. That's why we need. We need forces in different arenas to keep us in tune. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be in tune with the fuck is going on. A lot of times I'll be like, what the fuck? You took them niggas seriously? Yeah, man. It's a group of motherfuckers. They say they what? You bullshit? Yeah, they right there. We go there. They ain't even say this shit in front of us. I know this sister one time. She talking about. She tell matter of fact, I mentioned this last week on the show, I think. What's his name? She come on, she probably listening right now, I ain't gonna front of her. She come on telling me, no, dude, them Black Panthers. I said, no, they not. She kept on saying they Black Panthers. So we at this funeral, you know what I'm saying? So we come to the funeral thing. So she say, I said, they gonna do them right there. She said, ain't you a Black Panther? So dude keep walking like he don't hear. She say, man, ain't you? So I'm tripping, she steady saying it. So dude come over there, she say, man, dude, ain't you? So dude say, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, let me explain to you why you keep on fighting and say the Black Panther. You have invested something. I say, I'm not gonna get personal. You have to edit that right, because you could have said that you dealt with a Black Panther. Now you're saying it's not about him, so you know what I'm saying. Now you have to change that shit, and that's the deal. A lot of people have their own subjective reason to go along with this. You know what I'm saying? They want to make something to be, but at some point in time, reality will hit. Some of them want to sell you some car oil. You know that car engine is locked. The engine is over with. He said, man, that's a good car. You like, no, man, that's a good car. He got to say that to you so he can sell this oil to you. He got to say that to you. But the reality is the engine is dead. None of us want to keep on approaching these motherfuckers. Kanye, he loves Chicago. Because they selling tickets to this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They up with this shit. They complicit with the crimes. But at some point in time, you're going to force them to do some. Trump, say what you want to about Trump. Trump going to make them niggas come out there and take, nigga, fuck you. Well, maybe I didn't make it because I didn't study. No, nigga, you black. Trump ain't gonna cut no corners with you. This shit, people are surprised by. They can't believe how Trump dealing with the motherfucking entertainer. This shit be go look at Obama. Man, the motherfuckers coming that motherfucker like a man. It's a big ass. It was a house party every day with them motherfuckers up in there. Them motherfuckers in there, entertainers up in there, all party. Ain't saying shit about our conditions. Motherfuckers from Chicago, they party, hobnobbing, kicking it, wine and cheese and all that shit. Ain't said nothing about it. So Trump ain't doing nothing. Well, they treat Kim Jong in North Korea. How he did a basketball player named Dennis Rodman. He did shit different than what they do. He did Dennis Rodman over there. Said, man, you got some, you know, some more dumbass motherfuckers like you. Dennis Rodman said, I got a whole crew of them. Kim Jong in North Korea said, man, we'll get y'all over here. You niggas play ball. You still play ball. Dennis Rodman said some of us retired. But we'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? Get over there. They on the thing. Then North Korea worked them. Kim Jong said, get on there. Matter of fact, hold on. We got all that. Forget your clothes, all that shit. They threw the niggas in some suits like North Korea. Dress them niggas up. Do niggas on TV, tell me how much they love North Korea. They didn't know. He didn't explain to them all what's going on with America. They thought they just playing basketball. Kanye think he's just going to meet with Trump. He's going to say a song. They deal with them motherfuckers the same way we got to deal with these motherfuckers. Need to know basis. When you talk to Kanye West before he said about George Bush, man, go through the whole detail with his motherfucking ass. Explain to him the 10-point platform, bring him on the conscience, light some candles, and explain him the history of Africa, explain why the pyramids is this color. Man, fuck out of here, this man, please. We do the real world. I seen the damage in him when I first talked to him. When I told Kanye West we just came back from Ireland, his eyes lit up then. His eyes lit up. I said, we told the Bernadette Devlin for the IRA. And I told him that Bernadette Devlin, the mayor of New York gave her the keys in the city, and she turned the keys over to the Black Panther Party. His eyes lit up. I said, stand down. He good. That triggered him. I knew then. Some folks need them. You talk to you just use different examples just to trigger. All the other stuff, man. You talk you just empty vessels, man. You talk them they nothing. They ain't gonna respect you. They ain't gonna respect it. They know when we talk to them, we coming in. This what it is, man. Ain't no stargaze, none of that shit. Ain't no. This politics is so valuable. It's so motherfucking valuable. I know they lock motherfuckers away in dungeons for this shit. We ain't just running around throwing like some motherfucking flower child, just throwing it up in there. Here, you want this, you want this. No, we know this shit is precious. That's my cousin I told him yesterday. Man, I ain't gonna get you no motherfucking conversation just be conversating with this here, man. This shit is precious. Real motherfucking talk. We live in the record on Freedom on Radio, y'all. Call in, check in with us, y'all. Come in with us, making history, taking history, taping history, y'all. How we looking on call? 8 minutes, 7 minutes countdown, y'all. Do this here. This conversation that's happening is necessary. So I'm sure, oh wait, what they got to do with anything? We got too much stuff going on. We're gonna meet the people where they at and take them where they gotta go. If they want to talk, you know what I'm saying? When I go speak on panels, they say, well, what you want to speak on, talk about? Man, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Because you know what I'm saying? Whatever, if you want to start this shit, I want some judo, wrestling, however you want to do this shit, at the end of the politics gonna rule the day. Because everything is political. Everything is political, y'all. Real talk. We locked and loaded, y'all. Freedom on Radio.
Freedom, so if people commenting on here, you want me to so you can read this back to you?
Yeah.
This guy named Bernard Howard.
Yeah.
From Nation of Tomorrow. He just say, us as a people must not allow others to lead us to tear us down. Our people, instead, we must teach as we will our children. Communication from the top to the bottom. I don't
know if I listened over here. I don't know if y'all heard. We going everywhere. We on live on. Excuse me, YouTube. We on audio. We everywhere. And Bernard Howard had just commented how we got. You know, what I'm saying, we got to make sure that we lead our movements. The people that we lead, and that's we got to be real careful. With terms like we, you know what I'm saying? Because I said our people in particular, we speak French at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? We got to be very clear that all of us ain't don't have the same interest in hand, and we in the same breath, we don't get caught with absolutes. You know what I'm saying? We certain points of unity. You know what I'm saying? Forces can work with and recognize it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how certain walks of life But right on, Bernard, for the comment. Right on, Fremont. And people like the politics. People say they fight against that summation, but I don't understand. Like I tell people, like even with astrology, people it's people say they can respect it. Like, yeah, you right about them Geminis, or you right about them. People like it's just something that you just making up some shit. You know what I'm saying? And other schools of thoughts, other walks of life, I can respect that. But the politics is always a fight. You know what I'm saying? Just say it was taken subjectively. Like motherfuckers say. Even people who different astrological signs, like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, you know what? I'm a Sag, you know. But when it comes to politics, it's like it's subjective. Like, what you mean? What's it your class perspective or whatever, your analysis, or whatever. It's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how you know how you view the world, how the world views you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reality that people they fight against. And this is tangible, real deal shit we talking about. We use these terms. We do like reactionary. You know what I'm saying? The petty bourgeoisie, the man. These are things that withstood the test of time. You know what I'm saying? And we got to acknowledge it. It's something that can be utilized in France. In fact, it go past. You know what I'm saying? Different other schools, other arenas, like the astrological assessment. Because the deal is, prison and crack, say your personality may say something, but man, imperialism, man, comes to, man, transcends that shit. You may be a person that's, your personality says you're very open. Your astrology said, what? Today, you are a Taurus. Today, you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have good fortune, blah, blah. That sound, you say that shit to motherfuckers locked down in Stateville, locked down the motherfucking Pontiacs, motherfucking well. That's just saying. Well, let's go. You go tell the warden, hit the bars, tell the guard. Check this out, man. I'm a Taurus. It was saying I'm gonna have a sunset that sounds real motherfucking good. The political side, it transcends all them. You get through bumping. Yes, sir. We live in the Record Fremont Radio, y'all. Making history, taking history, and making history, y'all. Also, IntellectualRadio.com. 708-223-8953. Y'all can comment on us online. Either way, YouTube, Live, all that. Real talk. Any callers in queue? Anybody on deck? Say it again. Say it again, Sister Comrade.
Okay, no, I was jumping to the other screen to see if anybody was in queue. There are no callers in queue. There wasn't one out there.
I got you. Well, y'all, there, Favor One Wiley, right on. My sister, right on. Fremont, good to see you on deck. Andre Harris, right on. Good to see you on deck. We coming up. We're approaching June soon. So you know what I'm saying? Real talk, y'all. Keep the. I think June 10th. I think we in Florida. I think June 15th in DC. But we're gonna have the official campaign for the Say the Hampton House put forward. We're gonna need y'all on deck. Meantime, a Tuesday, come check us out. You know, tricking down to the grave site of Chairman Fred for Father's Day, and also 16th, the birthday celebration in regards Pac. All if you hear me. And there's other sister comrade. Who else? Somebody else's birthday. I forgot who else's birthday we're gonna be celebrating. Pac's birthday, June 16th. Hold on. Calling Q, sis. Calling Q. Y'all get locked and loaded, y'all, for June 16th. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pac, it's Conrad Queen Daphne birthday. It's gonna be happening. Y'all make sure y'all be on deck. We're gonna be at the Hampton House bumping them sounds loud. Y'all hear them all over. Sister Lee, I see you right on, sister, right on. Free them all. Yes, indeed. Real talk. You welcome to, Melanie. You welcome to. That's what it is, y'all. And we ain't having no curfew on it. We do what we do. I know Sister Conrad been dealing with a lot. And give your pops our love and our respect. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I know you, man. You've been on the business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not just your pops. You know what I'm saying? Our people in general. You know what I'm saying? So we say, hey, work hard. We get them breathers in. Y'all, hey, try to fight for that balance. I know it's hard for us. I won't be sounding hypocritical, but again, we gotta get that breathing in too, y'all. Real talk. Live and direct. So make sure you put that on y'all calendars. Going down. Bumping that. Pop music is gonna be every one of them pieces, y'all. But y'all put through every Wednesday. The show you cancel watch Empire for y'all. Again, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. Native Rage is hosted 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Locked and loaded, y'all. Since Shania Black Queen, I think you owe. I think get something else. Get our way. Let's get that our way so we make some things official. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, make it official. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I want to say also again, just clinch fist salute. You know what I'm saying? Naim, you know what I'm saying? Seattle came to be, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, our Cubs are right here on deck here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, our comrades. I'm talking about, hey, real deal war story. It was a piece I watched. Just the commitment. Talking about the sister, she was having labor pains, and just, you know, at the breakfast program. You know what I'm saying? She, you know, cooking the eggs and stuff. You know, and this is the commitment that it probably produces the character, the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Just the other day, I'm talking about just the cleanup. I mean, the water's off. I'm talking about, man, just getting the rainwater, washing this with the rainwater, just the commitment. I just want to man, it's a, and you know what I'm saying? It's inspiring. And I look at such templates like the DuSable Museum, which was actually started by Dr. Margaret Burroughs in her house. And you know what I'm saying? And then later on became, you know, this big conglomerate. But they talking about even the country is going on over there now. In fact, this breaking news today. The Chance the Rapper, his father, about 8 more people who resigned from the board. Like, I didn't know he was on the thing. He was doing on the thing. But it's a different, like I say, you can tell, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a difference between a soldier and a mercenary. You know what I'm saying? When people are doing it for the pay, whatever, you just come out of, if you think I'm jiving, come out of there on any given day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See our comrades. You know what I'm saying? Again, putting in the work at the Hampton House, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The sweat and the work is phenomenal. It's inspiring, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. Come out there. I ain't gonna just say come look. Come bring some energy also. Real talk. We ride. Free them all. Right on. Okay, we ain't there right now. No, somebody there. But somebody gonna be there all the time. We always got some work consistent people to do all the time. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We them Panther Cub, y'all. The Panther Cub colors, hey, looking good up in there. You know what I'm saying? And all y'all different thoughts and whatever. Come on with the energy, all that. Real talk. People, PSA, July 25th. Don't forget that court date, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The field marshal, July 25th, Maybrook Courthouse. Need y'all on deck. Where else is the comrade? Right on. That's what it is. Free them all.
I hate to call in because I'm missing learning so much, and I just want to repeat what you just said. There's a difference between a mercenary and what was that you said?
A soldier.
And a soldier.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. That's very important. Well, first of all, Chairman Fred POCC will be in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. June 10th, they'll be in Washington, D.C. at the Power Talk 5 conference, the 22nd of June. And you can get those broadcasts live over the radio. You can probably go to Chairman Fred's Facebook and listen to that. I want to commend the Cubs on the work that they have done on the Hampton House. I hadn't been there before it was painted, and the work that they've done on the outside. Everybody is commenting on the tremendous work that they have put in to make this the Hampton House for real. And I just want to commend the Cubs to be up there all night working and cleaning and painting and scrubbing and all of that. And I can't say enough how much I appreciate them. And everybody come out July 25th, the Deputy Field Marshal Geo's court date. I wanted to say real quick about this Kanye West stuff, and I was reflecting, having a discussion, and think about how the state dangles certain things in front of us and tell us how we can be great. Back in the older days when I was a kid, they had people thinking, everybody could sing standing on the corner. You'd be a great singer, you know what I'm saying, or balladeer, or singing R&B or whatever, that you could make it out of the ghetto. You could take care of your family and all of that. And only certain people were able to make it. Matter of fact, it was a long time before they even let black people be on the album cover. Now, album is a vinyl that they used to play before they had this MP3 and all this.
Yeah, I'm glad you saying that. We got our sister Naya from Minnesota, and our younger listeners. They're not hip to all that. So I'm glad you point that out.
Okay, that's why I say, because little might know the record.
All these MP3 generations.
Black people be singing the music. See all these white people, Tamboon and all of them on the covers, because black people could be on the cover. And then they paraded in front of us that we could be great basketball players, great football players. And it seems that in this period, they talk about the period of not-for-profit, where people are paid. They highlight this guy, Soros, was paid money to Democrats, Republicans, and also to these non-for-profits that are supposed to be, quote, unquote, the movement. They take our terms and our phrases, and they do the work that will take you right back to your loyalty to the state. The way education, the way music, the way the police, all of that is to recognize the power of the state and become complicit with it. These so-called artist fights, you're not going to, they have a profile of the people that they let make it, whether it's the music or the performing arts or whatever. And everybody is not going to pull themselves up out of bootstraps, particularly black people. Our history has been, we always at the bottom. I don't care what new group they bring in here, what new group they immigrate to allow in, to beat us down, to keep us in a subservient position. And I think back on an article that was in Negro Digest, I think, how they utilized the Garvey movement to the Harlem Renaissance to take the thunder out of the Garvey movement. And the Harlem Renaissance was positioned as the movement to free the people, a bunch of poets and writers and stuff, and they began fighting among the men against the women, who was this, who was heterosexual, who was homosexual. And all this time we're watching the Garvey movement coming under attack. And it's just, we're not going to be able to sing, fight, or dance our way to freedom. We're going to have to really engage the people in fighting for self-determination. And I don't mean just sporadic fighting, but have a goal. Whether you know it or not, I can make it, but the other people out there, the other black people ain't going to make it until we all are free. Freedom means nothing.
Real talk.
Nothing. They can tell you how good you look, how good you sing. And they was talking about this guy, Drake. A lot of people in my age group don't know who Drake is. They was talking about this.
Drake don't know who he is.
What's this rapper? Pusha T.
Yeah.
Talk about it. How he don't write his own music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How they give him the words to say and everything. And they just want a certain look, a certain name, a certain person that's malleable, that they can shape up to say and do what they want to do. And these people, they will never benefit the masses of people. Else they notoriety, popularity, all of that is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
And I thank you for bringing. And I saw that interview, that interview with that guy, and I remember he talked about, after he had interviewed you, he talked about the party, saying this, that, and other. But he was really on that where the girl got murdered.
Yeah.
Assassinated the hotel.
Kaniga Jenkins. Yeah.
Kaniga Jenkins.
Yes.
And I want to commend the people for coming out around that. That was people talking about organizing an economic boycott. That was an economic boycott. They had all the neighboring towns, sheriff, all of them. They shut it down.
Yes.
People couldn't get up in there to gamble or see shows or whatever they do up in there. They lost a lot of money. And that was an economic boycott that was pulled off, organized by people that's not the so-called conscious people, but the people coming together and saying, this girl didn't stumble in no freezer, And POCC was out there representing and spreading the word about their case. But we have to have this radio show is very important. And another thing that's really important is having the center, POCC having the center. The Hampton house is very important at this time. It's strategic. And if you go to Chairman Fred's Facebook or his blog spot, you can see where you can donate to the Hampton House. And I know they'll be launching that in a more public, big way on how you can support. But we got to stop just talking about it. We got to be about it. And even people who don't nobody know who they are, people should come by the fancy envelope with bills balled up there, throw it in the hat. They don't want nobody to know they can contribute to the party. If that's what you're worried about, you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This organization accepts people wherever they are. If you're a good dishwasher, if you're a good cook, if you're a good painter, if you're a good person making flyers on your job on the low, you know what I'm saying? Get the information out. Whatever you can contribute, everybody got something they can contribute, and POCC welcomes everybody at whatever level they're able to participate. But I guarantee you, just like in the Panther Party, once you start doing a little this, a little that, you start needing to do more and more because you see how much work is done. And again, I want to commend POCC, Black Panther Party Cubs, the only organization that's defending and caring and fighting for the true legacy of the Black Panther Party. And I thank you, and I'm honored to be on the advisory board of POCC. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on Revolutionary Love and Respect. Again, y'all, that was Mother Comrade Akua and Jerry, formerly known as Deborah Johnson, the widow and the comrade of Chairman Fred Hampton, and also I'm honored to say my mother comrade, known throughout the community, the moms, you know, and also she the chairwoman of the December 4th committee, y'all. So again, you know what I'm saying, again, we honored to have such forces on our advisory board, you know what I'm saying, to be able to make that concrete connection, you know what I'm saying, from Black Panther Party to that of the Cubs, you know what I'm saying, without missing the beat, without missing the step, y'all. I just want to say again, Sister Kim, the niece of Deputy Minister of Defense Bunchy Carter, I miss you, I love you, my sister Linda Brewer. I don't know where you at, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you, but I know where you at, you know what I'm saying? Always, you know what I'm saying, got our back like a backpack, just like a bulletproof vest, y'all. And it's an honor. I just want to say to our people, you know what I'm saying, again, on the road, I spoke about James Amos, the one who played James Evans in Good Times. His grandparents' house was a layover for the Garveyites. Just I want to thank our people, our comrades, wherever we at, y'all. So we just to pull over, to stop in, just to chop it up, you know what I'm saying? The Sharices and the like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just to sit down and chop it means it impacts the work, y'all. Real talk. It impacts the work, you know, real talk, you know what I'm saying? Just I mean, people with the meals, the support, you know what I'm saying, the camaraderie, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Again, stuff that goes unwritten on this warpath. So it goes unwritten on this warpath, you know what I'm saying? And it plays a role. So again, revolutionary love and respect, y'all. Again, we want the most precious entity, that being the people. For as Minister UEP Newton said, that without the people, revolution is impossible. Any callers in queue? Anybody on deck? Any callers in queue?
We have a
question on YouTube. Who we got? What's the question?
So Chidu Kim Kibwe says, can you speak on the importance of our people to have ideology based on our culture and consistent studying and revolutionary action?
What's the name of the Shadu Kujwe? Kadu? Or Kadum? Okay, forgive us if mispronouncing the name. Right on. We've got a question. I'm speaking this question. I'm repeating the question for our viewers and listeners here. Can I speak on the importance of what? Of culture?
Of our people to have ideology based on our culture and consistent studying and revolutionary action.
It's important. I would say this is it's important to have a culture that's acknowledge where we come from and put our culture in context of where we at too, because it's not disconnected from our conditions and our reality. And a lot of times, whether it be dynamics of health, whether it be culture, the law, or whatever, a lot of people talk about it in a detached way from our reality. So it's important to encompass that, recognize that our conditions are ever developing, though the core of our situation remains the same. But you know what I'm saying, put it in context and keep it in context, you know what I'm saying, with our condition we're dealing with, and don't ideology or not within the ideology, a philosophical tool that we utilize instead of dialectical materialism. And some of the aspects of dialectical materialism recognizes that things are constantly being born as well as they're dying and disintegrating. So it's certain dynamics that we say, okay, this is phenomenal in regards to our health or our culture 10 years ago, but it's important to take into account, like, what's happening now. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. In fact, one of the Chairman Fred's speeches he talked about, he was doing a speech. He talked about a lot of people try to talk about Africa, and they grab the pieces. I'm paraphrasing them, but they grab the pieces of our culture from home that they wanted to grab. Chairman Fred said, don't negate the fact that there's some people in Africa, not only that are dressed up in 357 and bandoliers. You know what I'm saying? So that's also a fashion statement too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people say, no, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So again, all this is is a culture that was, our culture is like it expresses, you know what I'm saying? I can do who we are. We so a lot of times we try to get a culture to dress over and to gloss over who we, to mask over the conditions. So again, it should express what's needed. If we are defending ourselves, it should be intertwined in that. It should be encompassing our culture. When we talk about health, it should also, and if we're under attack, it should also acknowledge that we're under attack. It should go against a tactic that we see with the imperialists. Well, I was at a restaurant and they said that the Vietnamese coffee was French influenced. I say influence. That's a nice way of saying that the French colonized them. So what I'm saying. So even our culture, our clothes, our music, we should it should always be not to say that not be in a subjective way, but to acknowledge that even it's impacted by a colonizer that we're still fighting to be free. So we should always be saying that this is done for a number of reasons, to open the door for potential allies. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm walking past and I see you in the house and a person's being abused in the house, and they constantly throwing makeup over their face and they're hiding the bruises up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, potential allies will walk past it. Everybody's okay in that house. So I'm saying, so it's a culture where everybody is dressing and saying no. Everything is cool. We're not being colonized. We're not being impacted. It should be some note to point out and say no. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am, but I'm damaged. I'm being attacked. You know what I'm saying? So it should be noted in my clothing, in my discussion, as opposed to this blanket or this complex to try to cover up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing damage to. I'm cutting up potential allies, and I'm steady. I'm serving in the interest of the oppressor to tell other people, no, it's not going. Everything is okay here. Everything is cool here. So it should be. I tell you, even we talk about our names, our culture, the food we eat. You know what I'm saying? Say no, this is whatever it is. It's impacted. We ate this because of such and such. It's like his brother told me he went down south. He asked his grandmother. He said, "Grandma, why is Uncle such and such so dark, and why is Auntie such and such they so light?" And the mother, his grandmother, at least had she said, "Son, it's nothing that we don't want to talk about." As opposed to a lot of times people just say, "Oh, that's how the sun hit us, and we would light, incense certain days and blah blah." It hurts to talk about this, but to at least acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be reminded, because it's still happening. So we need to be acknowledged that our culture is impacted, our health is impacted. You know what I'm saying? Everything, our music is impacted. You know what I'm saying? We are victims, but we are fighting back victims. We live in the record on Freedom All Radio, making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Real talk. We ain't cutting no corners. Cub ain't cutting no corners with them. Real talk, y'all. Right on. We on the countdown to the last 10, 11 minutes, y'all. Thank you for that comment. Any more comments? Any more callers? Come on with it. Cub on with it. Y'all come through, Cub on with us. 804 South 17th Avenue at the Hampton House. We need your support, y'all. Don't wait until years down the road. Oh, I wish I could have supported that. I wish my son, my daughter would know about who Chairman Fred Hampton was. Come out there and get down with it. Get down right now. Any calls in?
Washington, D.C., PowerTalkPhilly.com. Check it out. Buy some tickets. Go and support. Me and my wife will be there. Brother, I'm calling them to remind everybody to DC time. So we're excited to go. Another show. A lot of different things going on. Hopefully, people get opportunities to donate there to the house and try to get some extra work in. So to the house there and buy some stuff that's going to be on sale there. I know some of the barbers and some of the other brothers there will be happy. They'll be selling stuff, and I have money in hand to contribute to the cause before I go back home and fight the good fight like you all are doing. And, free them all, brother.
Free them all, right on. Revolutionary Love and Respect. Can you repeat that again? When we're in D.C., the date and location again? Right on.
And Washington, D.C., June 23rd. Chairman speaking Saturday.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Come on out. Right on. Right on, my brother. Appreciate you. Right on. Look forward to seeing you and family also.
Thank you, brother.
Bring them all. Yes, indeed. Live and direct, y'all. How we looking? How we looking? Callers in queue. That's what it is. That's what it is. Any more comments? Any more calls in queue? Chairman, keep going international. Yes. Right on. Huh?
No callers in queue.
Isaac Abdul Rahman Foster. We're gonna keep on trying. We gotta go international. No doubt about it. Working on it. No doubt about it. Becca Shakur, right on. Glad you called. Glad you tuned in with us. Right on. That's what it is. Gotta get back to the East Coast soon, y'all. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Well, listen. We just want to say revolutionary appreciation to all those for those character references. Our Deputy Field Marshal just get up here also too. And so we thank y'all for those character reference letters we've been receiving. Keep them coming. Come on, you want to come sit over here. Get us keep them coming. Keep them coming. Y'all get them letters in 804 South 17th Avenue. Deputy Field Marshal, we said to be sent us today. We got to continue to July 25th. Courtroom in. We need those letters again, the character reference letters, you know what I'm saying? To send right on revolutionary love and respect, right on Philadelphia. That's what it is. Free Mumia Abu Jamal, free them all. You know what I'm saying? Need the I'm such and such. I'm a resident of such and such. And let me say this about these letters. We very clear, you know what I'm saying, the dynamics of the state. But again, we want to we are not tame cats. You know what I'm saying? We don't fight in the conventional sense. We are servants of the people and we are servants of history. You know what I'm saying? We want the record to reflect, you know what I'm saying, that whatever, even in defeat, that we didn't go easily.
Yes, sir.
Even in defeat, we didn't go easily. You know what I'm saying? We went, you know what I'm saying, later on down the road, say we have some sort of Nuremberg hearing trials. Those what they had in Nazi Germany when they had the trials about, you know, the war crimes, you know, Adolf Hitler, the Fuhrer, and SS, so on and so forth. They were asking people different dynamics. Like, what are you doing? So, what did y'all do? What role did you play? We don't want the generation to come and say, well, you was around such and such. What did y'all do? Well, I was over there at the concert. I didn't pay no attention to that. No, we want to let the Black Panther Party Cubs, even when it was not popular, with fighting back. Isaac Abdul, I am Field Marshal to our cousin trying to get this movement moving in the West. My role, right on. Matter of fact, okay, that's what it is. We looking at being down to Haynesville for the for Father's Day. So let's connect. No doubt about it. I don't know how far we are. We've seen some photographs. Your family members, hey, we ain't that far from each other. Me and Field Marshal too. We joke about it too. Hey, the similarities down there too. You know what I'm saying? So again, we are people who have been disconnected, separated by chains, shackles, water, and land. You know, so we're gonna struggle. You know what I'm saying? To remake these connections back over with our people, y'all. Real talk. So I look forward to touching down with you, brother Isaac. Right on. Free them all. That's what it is. In fact, we just touched down. Our Field Marshal get a report back from him too. Was happening in Southern Cal a few hours ago, though, y'all. Clinch fist salute again. Again to the comrades, to the people in general, and again, because we can't do what we do. Without the people, y'all, without the comrades, also, y'all. Free them already, y'all. That's what it is. Harriet Marshall, thank you for tuning in, sis. Right on, we down to the 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Any more comments or callers? Call in online or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Let us know before we get out. You know what I'm saying? Before we come up out of here, y'all. Check in with us, y'all. We're gonna be at the Hampton House. We gave them dates from the events going on. I think we gave them Florida dates and DC dates, y'all. And again, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we at the club. We gonna be at the Hampton House also. Got some events moving. We put some poetry events. K-Love, I'm gonna reach out to you, get in contact with me. I'm gonna put some things together too. You know what I'm saying? Some poetry, some other venues. We got any ideas y'all got? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can start doing. We got Sister Comrade Daphne gave us some records, some 45 records. We're gonna have some old school parties. That's for your time, Sister Naya and the rest of your Johnson. I know y'all used to MP3 music, you know, so we got the old. Just get an old soul. That's right. Let's get an old soul. That's right. Real talk. No more calls in queue before we roll out. No more calls in queue. No more comments on deck. Calling comment.
Yeah, he said GWAP Jettas just said this beats Sherman. What's the call?
Beats. Oh man. Well, hey, Beats, man, free him. Beats, I gotta see you, man. Beats, that's my nephew there. Beats that that's who facilitated the whole thing with me and Spice One doing our piece.
Right on.
Beats, get up with me. I want to put together a studio inside the Hampton House. Beats, man, you in Chicago, please, I need to see you ASAP, Beats. ASAP. We got to put a studio over there, man. Real talk. I done called a few cats. They ain't followed through, man. And there are no guarantee tomorrows. We can't waste no time. We need this studio. Ain't no, man, we ain't got no water over there running, but we still making moves, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Beats, I need to see you ASAP. We need to put a studio over there, you know what I'm saying, for my therapy alone. I gotta go in the studio, let some pressure go, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Me and Supernatural supposed to get down, but we gonna follow up on that too, though. And Supernatural, he pick up that painting, he donated some painting. All artists, y'all get y'all stuff together. We got God, what's our sister's name? She got a piece
Chanel.
That piece gonna be coming up in a minute. The piece she dedicated to the Hampton House. Man, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Let a million flowers bloom. Let a million flowers bloom. 1,000 flowers bloom. I think the Chair Mouse said let a million flowers bloom, y'all.
Real talk.
It's what it is. Real talk, y'all. Charlotte, my sister, right on. Always to see you on deck with us. Always. Isaac, we're gonna be in contact. I hope we can see you around at Father's Day time. When we head back down there, check on the chairman. You know what I'm saying? The chairman's tombstone down there. Real talk. I know Sister Vestria posts her son. I think he's gonna come in. He's gonna film. He's gonna film a lot of it too. It's gonna be it's gonna be truly inspiring. I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, keep up with us. You know what I'm saying, our programs, campaigns, everything from One President, One Contact to, you know what I'm saying, Freedom on Radio to the Triple C's. We need y'all support again. Check our Facebook. Check the blog spot, www.chairmanfredjr.com. You know what I'm saying? Get up with us, ride with us, or collide with us. Cub with us, y'all. Real talk.
Real talk.
Free them all. Yes, indeed.
Happening June 22nd, 95th and Halsted at the Carnegie Woodson Library. Myself on the panel, go see this one from the Big Homies Club and Keeping Concept. It's entitled The Truth, the Myth, and the Misconception. Tuesday was available and not doing nothing else. Yeah, something probably putting on again. And I've been sitting on the panel and I'm looking forward to it because it's like with all these, got this and that. So it's going to be one hell of a thing because they ain't going to be ready for what's coming from my way. And then don't actually buy my own. You know what I'm saying? But even that perspective when they coming on that clinical shit, man, what's happening with that real shit. So that's June 22nd.
Right on. June 22nd?
Yes, sir.
June, right on. Right on for that PSA. Right on. What you gonna take us out with, Sister Comrade?
What you think we need to go with, sir?
Oh man, what we get? Never. Y'all start and call us and comment. Y'all start giving us a request that y'all want us to go. The songs y'all want us to go out with, bring in with. You know what I'm saying? Give us some recommendations or requests too. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got that. I don't believe on that. The Kanika
do we get that Kanika Jiggins joint? I don't believe. Is that on deck? That's a joint. Kanika Jiggins. That's a joint by Kanika Jiggins, who was found inside the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont. They said she just died in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And Zach TV did a phenomenal job and helped expose that contradiction also.
Real talk.
Hell of a job. Real talk. Yes, indeed.
You got threatened for it.
Yeah. Go back and look at some of his shows. He actually Zach TV was threatened about after putting that show out. No doubt about it. And we know the state they don't forget.
No,
they don't forget. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Gonna cub with you. Free them all. Same time, same station, y'all. Intellectual Radio, Freedom on Radio next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Get down with us, cub with us, y'all. With Kanika Jackson. We don't believe what they say happened, y'all. Ride out with us.